Y'all, the cows are hungry and it's time to go ahead and make some TMR. So fortunately for me, this bale spike right here works with round and square bales. What I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few of these, and each load is going to be one of each kind. So I'm going to put a silage bale, I'm going to put a hay bale, and I'm going to put a straw bale into each and every single one of these loads right here. That's going to mix up to be just 250 liters more than what I need, but it's going to be absolutely fine. The ratio is going to be absolutely perfect. It's going to make a nice fill ratio here of the TMR. So just the silage and the hay alone actually make it, but I'm adding a little bit of straw in here just to make it a little bit of filler. And we're going to go ahead and jump into this bad boy right here, take it around, and we're going to go ahead and dump it into the trough here for the cows. So I got done with 6 loads there, almost 110,000 liters of TMR. And now I'm going to come over here and pick up some bales of straw because the cows need a little bit of this as well. Now this is going to allow me to be able to have that manure. That way, hopefully in the future, I can use manure as my fertilizer. I could probably just like on my grass fields, I think would probably be the best way to go here. And I've been saying it for a while, but I really do need to get this tractor right here serviced and maintained. It's down to literally like 0%. I checked it. It's going to be a little bit over $25,000 to be able to do all that. And I've only got 21,000, but I need the tractor to be able to haul that planter that I've got right there because I've got to put grass in these fields. It's the only one that I've got. So either lease another one or I fix my tractor. And I think fixing the tractor is going to be the best way to go in the long run. I mean, I've got some other things that I could do here anyway before I need to actually do that. I've got to mulch. I got to make some bigger fields. So that's what we're doing today. And the first way I'm going to do that is by selling some of my strawberries. I've got quite a few here that we need to go ahead and get auto-loaded onto this trailer, and then we can go ahead and get them sold. Now, I know it's not the absolute best time to be able to do that, but I need the money. All right, so 26,000 liters almost. I'm going to go and get this worker going up to the restaurant because that's the best price right now. I'm also going to go ahead and put some soy into this grain truck right here. So I've only got 6,500 liters, but it's a really good price right now too. So it's just going to help me be able to make that much more money. Go ahead and cover it. We'll get this worker going on their way up here to the grain elevator west. Well, apparently worker's being very stubborn and doesn't want to actually make this trip. So I'm going to have to do this myself. I believe my other worker is already over at the restaurant. So we're going to be unloading that as well. Man, this AI, I just need to figure out a way to get the AI to work better. I mean, I thought about, using like a auto drive or something like that. But I mean, it should be relatively easy for these workers to be able to do this. I know sometimes with some of these maps, the blinds are a little bit messed up to begin with. I don't know. I would think this one being relatively simple would be a little bit easier. Could be wrong though. All right, here we are coming up here to the sell point, and we're gonna try and make it inside. That was spectacular. All right, gonna go and dump all of this off, and looks like we made about $14,000 on that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull this over right here too. Go ahead and sell all of this off now. And it looks like I made about 12,000 on that. So I'm up to $47,000, which means that now I should be able to repair my tractor. All right, so I do not know what is going on. It's either the mod or the map or something, but there's a conflict, and this vehicle, this worker will not actually go anywhere. So I'm gonna have to drive it solo back over to the farm. Maybe it's time to upgrade trucks too. And with the good tractor, I'm going to go ahead and start mulching this field right here. The reason is because this is the first area that I'm going to hit with the plow. Well, it's actually the only area that I'm going to hit with the plow. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this area right here that's already been harvested once. Go ahead and get the mulching done on it because I want to be able to get that extra 2.5% yield. It may not seem like much, but on these smaller fields, it's really going to make a big difference. And I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and part with the New Holland C332 as well. So that means that I've now got almost $63,000. So it's time to come in here and go ahead and just repair this thing. Ouch, $24,000. That was pricey, but guess what? It's fully repaired now. So now I'm gonna hook up to the back of the planter here and go ahead and start making sure that it's full of seeds. Let's see how good of a job the worker does when I put them off by themselves without any guidance or anything being done around the outside. And I know you might be thinking that wasn't the best, smartest idea, but I got to get over here and actually get this field created because I've got to start getting seeds in the ground. And by the time that that big Kinsey over there gets done with both of those two fields, it's going to catch up to me, right? So I got to get this done. I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of a headland here around the top. And then we're going to go ahead and go down to the bottom and take care of that down there right next to the house. That is the bigger plan. I'm going to try and figure out exactly how far I can extend it. I'm going to try and do some rounded corners on it, and just to make it so it's a little bit easier for me to be able to work with. I mean, I might even go out into there. I mean, should I? Yep, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to leave a little bit of area right here because, I mean, this is all going to be grass, so I can still use it. It's not going to get destroyed if I run over it or anything like that. I can still do any bale work or anything like that in here. So yeah, we're going to go and extend this out and go ahead and maximize the amount of grass. Because I got a big feeling that for the number of cows that I'm ultimately going to have, going to be a lot of TMR, a lot of hay, a lot of silage that I need to make. Well, it looks like I'm going to get done making this new field before that worker even gets done mulching the small field. I will say, though, they didn't do a bad job at all. I'm not going to have to go back on any sections there to be able to clean it up. What I am going to do, though, is go ahead and get started right here because I don't necessarily trust this worker here around this edge because it's a pretty steep ditch and drop off and it's a little bumpy out here. So I'm just going to go and give them a little bit of relief and then get them going here on this field while I figure out what to do with that one. Looks like the soil sampling is only going to be about $1,225, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see, I've got a lot more loam here in this field, which is really good. Silty clay, not super excited about that, but over half the field is loam, so that's very, very exciting. Now it's time to use this Kinsey Multi-Fruit Planter by Chris S. and Riley S. to go ahead and put some grass seeds here in the ground. This is a direct drill, so we're good to go there. And I've already got this mulched. I'm not going to worry about rolling it before I do it. That is 2.5%, but I'm not super worried about it. I just want to be able to get this stuff here in the ground. What I'm doing, making a little bit of a headland here over on this far side. And I'm just going to let the worker go to town because as soon as that worker gets done with that, I got to put lime over there. So now the worker's done with this tractor, I can go ahead and start putting lime down here on all of the brand new parts of this extended field up here on the north side of the small main property. So I don't know exactly how much it's going to take. If it's anything like the last time, I'm probably going to have to go get a little bit more. This stuff definitely does not last very long at all. Hopefully, I mean, I've got a few containers over there in the storage thing, I think. If not, I've got a trailer. I can go get some more. Yep, I was right. I've got like 2.5 pallets of lime here, so we're gonna go ahead and fill this thing up. I went ahead and picked up 3 big bags, and it's a good thing I did because I definitely needed the first little bit of the third one there. What I'm doing now is just going ahead and finishing topping off the rest of this field right here. It's not going to take a ton because it already had a really good base on it. We've only done, I think, 1 harvest on this field, so I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, top it off. It should only need it about every 3 harvests, but I kind of don't want to store all this over there in the thing. I'm trying to get rid of as much of it as I can. We're going to be good. Let's go and take a look here at the map. And yeah, for some reason, I've got a spot over here that got a ton of lime. It's not going to be great. It's going to hurt the yield, but it's grass and it's in a really bad area of soil anyway. So it's not like I'm losing out on 125% yield. I'm only losing out on like 80% yield. So it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and clean up a few areas right here that the worker kind of skipped over a little bit. I mean, I think it's just this piece of equipment. Whenever you're doing this tight of fields, it kind of happens, right? It kind of happens. So we're just going to clean it up a little bit. I want this to be 100% grass over here, just like any other crop. So we're going to go ahead and just touch it up, get on that field, and take care of that one over there. Hopefully I've got enough seeds. I've got 1,100 left. Hopefully that's enough. So the good news is that I only used about 250 liters of seed over there onto that other field. The bad news is that I don't know if this tractor has enough power to be able to pull this up the hill. I mean, it's struggling. 6 miles an hour. I may have to go get the Steiger. I don't know. I think we're all right now. Check that out. Planned over all that weeds and things. I didn't know if that was actually going to disappear or not. Let's see, will this stuff over here disappear as well? Yes. Yes, it does. And I think turning around and going the other way is actually going to be a little bit better for me. I'm able to go 11 miles an hour now. 9. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. As long as I stay above like 7 and 8, I think I'll be okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. So I'm going to go this way now. 572 liters of seeds left. Is it enough to take care of all this? And yeah, we're going to have enough. So I'm going to have about 200 liters left here in the tank. Perfect. I didn't have to use anything from storage or anything like that. I've got one little spot down here. I'm going to go ahead and try and hit it. And then we are done. Yep, there it is. Completely done with this. You know, with nothing else to do on the farm, I think it's time to just go ahead and clean up the equipment a little bit. It's been almost, what, 2 years since I've been here on the farm, or a year that I've been on the farm. Haven't cleaned anything at all. It's time to do that. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like if you would. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications to keep up to date on my future videos. While you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these two right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53 signing off.